guys, what is up? We are back with the Wild Rift live stream. A little bit special today, it's not gonna be the same as usual. As you can see in the title, the game is currently bugged, okay? So we can't queue up for ranked. I tried it, I was 7 minutes in queue, I couldn't find the game. So yeah, everyone is saying on the Discord as well that it is absolutely bugged. So we will be checking out some live esports, right? I will be doing the commentary that I usually do for my esports videos live this time. And yeah, this should be very exciting. Let me just set up everything here. We have lots of series here prepared. I'm not gonna check the chat too much, guys, because I will be busy live commentating, right? And we will butter through it. We will go through all the games that I prepared. Well, it depends how long this best of 5 will be. But yeah, of course, this is we're first gonna start off with the Taiwanese Icon Series with the grand final, Flash Wolves going up against One. And that should be really fun to check out. And then if we still have time afterwards, we'll also take a look at the lower bracket final of the Icon Series in Malaysia, okay? These are the two series that I prepared, that I already have opened here. And without further ado, I will instantly start off with the first draft. All right, guys? So this will be like a live video. So I'm not gonna interact too much with chat. Just enjoy this. This will also be a video afterwards on the channel. And let's get right into it, guys. There we go. Let me just see if my camera position is good. It is. We are jumping straight into the draft here. This is Flash Wolves going up against One team in the grand finale. Now, just a couple hours ago, I uploaded the finishing video of the third place match, right? And I told you guys that these two teams got 3-0'd by Flash Wolves and One team respectively. So these two teams right here on your screen should be insane. And we have some Yasuo bans and Orianna ban on the blue side, along with an Akali and a Gragas ban on the red side. So One team deciding to ban out lots of Baron laners here. Instant first pick coming in on the Corki by Flash Wolves, and One responds with a Kai'Sa and Alistar, so they secure themselves a super strong bottom lane. However, Braum not banned, so Flash Wolves just snacks him up. Very nice pick there. Also very good pick against Ziggs, because he can block all of his abilities with the shield except for the ultimate. We have a Lee Sin pick, just a stellar early game jungler, probably still the best early game jungler, unless the enemy picks like an Ashe or a Jinx or a Misfortune, right, or a Draven that can't jump out of the Jarvan ult. Then Jarvan is probably also top tier in esports right now. We have an Ezreal and a Camille pick. Okay, so Camille usually banned in a lot of these series, guys, but she goes through here. It is a Camille pick, gonna go to the Baron lane, going to go up against, it seems like, a Darius. And we have the Vi, the classic counter pick to the Lee Sin, and the Ziggs. Ziggs, this is still pre-changes, so he has that insane tower pushing potential. But yeah, the game is not bugged, it just takes a little bit of time to get into a game. In Diamond rank, I cannot find games, so we are doing this right now. We have instead a Malphite, no Darius, instead a Malphite being picked by Camille. By the way, guys, please let me know in the chat real quick, spam 1 if there's a different thumbnail, if it's the Wild Rift Esports thumbnail that I prepared. You know, my face with a with a PogChamp thing. I was in queue for 3 hours, couldn't find a game. Yes, it seems to be bugged for at least Diamond players. And with that being said, we will move on into the game. Now, let's see how this will turn out. Are we going to have some lane swaps? It doesn't seem like it. We have a dual lane in the Dragon lane. We have everything perfect. Remember, this is not the newest patch, so there is no lanes, there's no countermeasure to lane swaps. Remember, those tower changes, they are going to have, yeah, it's working fine a minute ago. Okay, okay, perfect. I'm gonna not be looking at chat for the rest of this because we gotta focus on this. Enjoy the live experience here of this esports cast, or if you're watching this as a video, I'm specifically making it watchable as a video, because we'll leave it up. We made a little thumbnail, you know. I put myself in the thumbnail. I know, you know, sometimes I'm feeling cute, guys, you know, just sometimes though. It is what it is, especially when I'm, you know, spending time with your mom, then I'm feeling really cute. Oh, she makes me feel like a king. But I digress. Let's move on here. We have a very standard laning phase. There isn't really much to talk about. Both junglers just clearing the jungle. Lee Sin deciding to go for a full red side jungle path. So he skipped his blue. He skipped all the blue side jungle camps. He just took the Krugs, the red, and the Raptors, and he is moving his way onto the Scuttle Crab here. Okay. Oh, my face is blocking the game, thank you. Luckily we checked it. Haha, idiot. Beautiful. I'm an idiot. While I'm saying that, we'll go back a little bit. While I'm saying that, there was a team fight. But yeah, both junglers, I think Lee Sin specifically wanted this to end up at the same side as the Vi. He was probably trying to predict. And we have a huge engagement starting off. The Alistair, even after the flash, ends up dropping, gets killed. The Lee Sin gets killed in return. The Braum is able to get away, however the Kai'Sa gets the Ezreal, and this means it's a double buff for Kai'Sa. It's also a red buff on this little Ziggs. The Corki has to flash away as well, and this is beautiful, guys. So watchable, laugh. Shut up, guys, man. Sometimes, you know, listen, when you're doing this live, it is not that easy. The camera is small enough. Okay, quick little thing here. The AOV boys that have been watching me since the AOV days, they know this name very well. Shanyo. On the one team here, the jungler for them, the Vi player here. Beautiful gank there by Flashwolf's Cookie, but he is not able to finish off the Malphite. Now, Shanyo is actually an AOV player. He quit AOV. He was a pro player for so many years, man. Since 4 years, I think, he was the jungler back in the days. You know, if you would think of a jungler, you would think of Shanyo. He was really, really good. Well, you would also think of Chi-Chi, I guess. But Shanyo was one of the best junglers in the world for a very long time. And yeah, he was always on one team. And he's still on one team. So that is very awesome to see. This is gonna be very exciting. Of course, he already took a fat L while I'm simping him. He already died, ended up giving that double buff over to the Ezreal. But the Kai'Sa snagged it back. So they are just winning this lane. Ninja 7. Seems like Ninja quit his Fortnite pro career to become Ninja 7. You know, the 7th version. He swallowed 7 Super Saiyans. You know, and it's not even his final form yet. Ninja, please don't sue me. I mean swallow like Cell with your tail. Not that kind of swallow, okay? Only my viewers' moms do that kind of swallow. I drank coffee. I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. Drank a little bit of coffee, so we are a little bit hyper. Because I was preparing to ranked, you know, play some ranked, but the game is bugged. Anyway, listen, guys, I just want to quickly point out, we went 17-3 yesterday in the total score in all games, right? I was smurfing it. I am the best Katarina that you in this plane of existence. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? Guys, you can use all kinds of string theory and say, yeah, but string theory says there's infinite universes, so there must be at least one Katarina better than you. Shut your mouth, man. There isn't. There isn't, bruv, okay? But Riot found the only way. They can't give me losers queue anymore. I just carry them. You know what I mean? They found the way. They bugged the game, man. I can't queue up. Anyway, I digress. Very slow game, you know, both teams playing very methodical, so we can sneak in some more jokes. Red buff, Infernal Drake being taken. The Ziggs actually secures it. Both junglers failing at smite. Lee Sin tried to steal it, wasn't able to, gets killed in the end, isn't even able to escape. This Corki has a fat, oh my goodness, man. This Corki completely overextended, wasted not only his package, but also gave his life. He has a barrier available. Absolute baboon right there. We have, by the way, fleet footwork. Guys, this is not nerfed Conqueror yet. I just want to quickly point out, I have been simping fleet footwork on Akali. I've been telling you, man, fleet footwork is mwah, right? Look at this. Camille fleet footwork, Corki fleet footwork, which is crazy in my mind because he stacks up that Conqueror so fast. But hey, whatever floats his boat. But yeah, again, the aftershock on Vi, I'll definitely make a video on that. Especially with that project skin. I really love playing Vi. I would 100% make a video on that. And it makes sense, you know, you ult onto them, the aftershock procs right after. But I felt like Conqueror is just better. But yeah, not too bad, guys. Not too bad. Let me see how many viewers we have. Oh man, I'm famous, man. 7 billion. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, the Rift Herald is about to spawn. It is right there. Seems like the Vi has a very good position on it. She starts it off, but there's no support yet. There's no... The support really needs to move in. He is moving in now. They have a Baron lane priority because both dual lanes actually ended up swapping. And we have a huge teamfight breaking out. The Corki just gets caught instantly again. The Kai'Sa a little bit overextended, but she's fine. Uses her ult a little bit too aggressive in my opinion. Gets poked out, but it's fine. Who secured that Rift Herald though? It was Red Side. It was one team and they are gonna instantly, beautiful macro, push down that tower. They wasted it. They didn't even need it. Did you see that? It didn't even touch the tower. The Ziggs just bam, finished it. Crazy damage coming in by Ziggs. Honestly, if you play esports Ziggs, you probably, while I'm saying that though, the Camille is about to get a solo kill. She doesn't have the true damage anymore though, already used it. So this Malphite is going to be able to escape with his life. Take a look at his items. He went for a Sunfire first. He is extremely tanky. But again, that true damage really chunked him out. The more ability haste this Camille is going to get, the more she's going to go for a Death Stance next, most likely, which is again going to boost her ability haste along with the Trinity Force. She's going to hit 40%, 40 ability haste, which is probably like 20%, 25% cooldown reduction, something like that if I remember correctly. So she's going to really be able to spam those true damage procs onto that Malphite, and that should skew the matchup very well into her favor, even if he builds more physical resistances. But yeah, as I was saying, if you are playing Ziggs in esports, you probably max second ability second. You probably max that Q. I mean, you have to max Q first, but that W just blows out these towers. I think he's maxing his second because that did way too much damage onto the tower. Of course, it scales 5% per level, where you can finish off the tower. It starts on this patch, it starts at 25%, but beautiful dodge of the Vi ult. Is this Camille going to be able to escape? She flashes a little bit late. Is she going to get her E? Nope, not in time. The Kai'Sa is able to finish her off, and a tower is being traded in the end. But one team, of course, getting ahead in that exchange because they also got a kill. Also, they have the perfect position right now around that dragon. So they might just secure themselves a second dragon. It's going to be a Mountain Drake, which isn't one of the best ones, but it is definitely very nice to have, especially against a very poke-heavy composition that Flash Wolves is boasting, which is Corki and Ezreal, right? They are all about that poke, and Vi is able to secure it. The Ezreal ult tried to steal it. Very nice, honestly, a very nice timing, but with a perfect smite, you can't really get that as an Ezreal. Maybe as a Jinx, she tends to outdamage smite late game from far away because, of course, her rocket scales with missing health, which is just going to finish that Dragon and Baron very easily. You probably see it in your solo queue games as well. If a Jinx steals your junglers, you know, stuff, don't be too sad. Make sure that you or your support or whatever is blocking the trajectory where it will go. But yeah, Ezreal ult, not really a threat for that. We have Umbral Glaive coming out by the Lee Sin. He is 2,000 gold behind Shanyu here on that Vi. So the Vi, of course, going a little bit more aggressive. She went for a Gargoyle Stoneplate, 2 Gargoyle Stoneplates actually, on the Alistair as well. And this is not the nerfed Locket yet. This is not the nerfed Shielding Boot enchantment. So the Alistair consciously making that decision to go for a Gargoyles, which of course leaves him incredibly tanky. Yeah, Braum instead going for that, what's it called, Locket still, because of course Braum is a little bit more of a defensive support. He doesn't really tend to dive in. He doesn't need to be that tanky. And yeah, we have Vi trying to catch out this Flash Wolves roster, but not really able to. Is she gonna ult? I don't think it's worth ulting that Corki. Ooh, but it is worth ulting that Braum if he's alone. Even if it's a support, you know? If he's alone, makes a quick 5v4 on the map, and they will try to force that Baron. I think what they should do is just trap. Yes, exactly what they're doing. They have the vision. The vision is cleared out. Flash Wolves does not have any vision whatsoever, and they're just gonna camp them. Look, and this Camille might just die. Yes, everyone just dives onto her. Beautifully played, because a 4v5, a 5v4, 4-1 is a good situation, but with only the support being missing on the enemy team, it is not enough of an advantage to fight the enemy team and the Baron if you start it. So what instead you want to do is trap. And Flash Wolves could have recognized that and not gone for it. They could have recognized that the enemies should not be doing Baron. Ooh, but the Ziggs is taking a lot of L's here. He gets stunned. One more Q ult and he's gone. Never mind. He is not able to. I think the Ezreal Q was not up right there. By the way, just quick little to point out here. 6,000 gold advantage for one team, even more than that. That is absolutely insane. And a lot of it is flowing into that Kai'Sa. It is about a 3,000 gold advantage, a little bit less on that Kai'Sa. It is a 1,000 gold advantage on that Ziggs compared to the Corki. So the carries are incredibly far ahead, and we also have a huge advantage on the Vi. So honestly, all the champions that you want to have an advantage on have an advantage, a huge one too. 2,000, 1,000 gold, absolutely insane. So yeah, they're chilling. This is definitely one team's game to lose. They have to commit a huge blunder. Do we see any late game potential for Flash Wolves? Not really. I think Ziggs is insane. I think Kai'Sa is insane late game. Kai'Sa outcarries both the Corki and the Ezreal late game. Corki, you can debate it, you know. But Corki is a little bit less safe than a Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa is super safe with her invisibility and her ultimate. So while the damage of Corki might be higher, but while I'm saying that, the Ezreal dies as well. This is just absolutely doomed. The only redeeming factor they have right now is this split push of the Camille against Malphite, because she can definitely beat him. She's gonna kill him, but the enemies rotate over. She's able to escape though, so she forces a lot of pressure. At least, but at the end of the day, she really needs to pull off a huge miracle to be able to win this game for Flash Wolves. I think this is very doomed. Wild Rift right now, the way it's balanced, it doesn't leave a lot of room for comebacks. It is what it is. The only way to come back really is to have someone split push and the enemies make a huge blunder and he just gets like a base tower or something. Like, we've seen that happen with AP Jax because he just melts these towers. That is why he's picked a lot. And yeah, not bad. Not bad, guys. This is looking good so far. Definitely some very high level gameplay, especially one team is showing us some really nice rotations. Nothing to complain there. We have a Liandry's into Infinity Orb into Rabadon's, so on the Ziggs, so he is hitting his power spike. He is insane right now. He's as strong as he gets at this point of the game. 14 minutes in already, these three items. Has Zhonya's as well to protect himself from the Camille diving onto him. So honestly, no counterplay. This Ziggs is just gonna destroy them, and even if you kill him, there's a Kai'Sa. But we have a huge engage coming in by Alistar. They pick off the Ezreal instantly, man. What a nice little flash WQ onto him. There is counterplay, but not a lot of counterplay to that. The Ezreal needs to be much faster there. He died with his... No, he doesn't have his flash. The Arcane Shift is actually not fast enough. You would need to flash away from that. Most of the time, it's not fast enough. But yeah. Let's see. Are they going to be able... The Malphite ult is looking very juicy. The Malphite is a little bit caught out, but the Baron buff goes over to the Vi. The Lee Sin tried to steal it, was not able to. And yeah, I think they're just going to finish this. This is just going to be a quick one. I really hope this won't be a 3-0 series. I really hope so, man. It'll be really fun if it isn't. I was really hyping this up, wasn't I? In my previous videos, I was like, both these teams, 3-0 the other teams. Wow, crazy, bro. They need to be amazing. Well, seems like they are amazing, but one team is just insane at this point. From what I can tell, huge team fight again. Very simple, man. You just click your buttons. At this point, the wallets are going to carry this. You are 13,000 gold ahead. That is too much, you know? That is too much, my guys. That is a very simple game. let's check out who gets the MVP. Skip ahead of this talking. We get MVP on that Ziggs, not the Kai'Sa. So Ziggs must have outdamaged her while having around 2,000 gold less. Yeah, he outdamaged her by double. That is insane. 24,000. He outdamaged the enemy Corki, you know, his opposing laner, by twice as well. So he's honestly smurfing it up. Very well deserved. The Kai'Sa actually got outdamaged by the Ezreal. That is hilarious. With that being said, we will move straight away into the next draft. Let's check this out. And I know I have to move my camera. I want free skin. Are you stupid, bro? You are begging in a live stream for free skins. Are you stupido, man? Where's my mods? It's fine. Anyway, let me check. We need to skip ahead. What is this? Grammarly? Guys, you want to write nice essays? Hell yeah, I don't have ad block. I make my money with ads. Of course I won't have ad block. Anyway, why do they put ads in this, man? Right, are you struggling? Do you want some donations, right? Right, should I give you some money? The project skin's not selling well enough, or what? You little boys? Let me just drink a little bit, guys, because we're gonna die. There we go. Mod check. Okay, there we go. Let me just move my camera back to the middle. Malcolm in the Middle. Who watched that as a kid? I probably shouldn't have watched that as a kid. That's why I'm so stupid. Boom! Let's go. There we go. Already game 2. Drafts. Did they change? They did not change at all. What are you doing, Flash Wolves? You have to change your draft. You absolutely have to change your draft. You picked the 3 same champions so far. Are you trolling? They banned the same thing. They took the fattest L in history of L's. They banned the same stuff. Yasuo Orianna banned. They took blue side again. They have the option to choose. They took blue side again. They're first picking Corki again. They're picking Braum Lee Sin next. The enemies picked Malphite. The enemies picked... Guys, there's not a lot of things that really trigger me when watching these. If someone misplays, it happens. But what is your coach doing? You just took a fat L and you do the exact same thing to take a fat L again. You changed your Baron laner from Camille to Jarvan, which is in my opinion a downgrade. Camille is great against Malphite. The enemies have exactly the same team comp. I'm gonna lose my mind. One team is perfectly fine here. They take exactly the same stuff. They should, right? They should. That is perfect. But, bro, you only changed your marksman. Do you really think the changing Vayne... Look at him sliding. Hold up, bro. He's sliding, man. He's sliding. I should slide right up to the right top. Like this. See how I remember that? It's insane. I should also slide into your mom's DMs. But I digress. Guys, Jarvan is a clear downgrade. He's gonna take a fat L against... he's not gonna take an L against Malphite, but he's not gonna beat him. Camille can beat Malphite 100%. She can win the late game macro. Malphite, the Jarvan is just gonna be for team fights. And this Vayne is a terrible early game pick. Worse than Ezreal. Now, yes, she pairs up well with the Braum. I would say it is in general an upgrade, especially considering the enemy picks. You have 2 very heavy tanks on that Alistair and Malphite, so she's gonna make quick work of those. You also have the Vi, which is also going pretty tanky. I think she went Trinity into full tank with the Gargoyle Stoneplate. So yes, it makes sense to go for the Vayne. But keep in mind, you didn't lose because you couldn't deal with the tanks. Let's be absolutely real. You didn't lose because of that. You lost because of early game macro. You lost because of early game fights. You lost because of a lot of mistakes by Corki. Okay? So yes, you could say, okay, the draft wasn't even that big of an issue. You just blundered a lot of mistakes and we'll see. They're already doing much better here. Again, the same team fight though. Alistair knocks up everybody. The Vayne is almost dead, but I think the Alistair will die. Nope, the Braun dies instead. The Vi dies as well though, and now this Corki, is he going to be able to kill this? Ooh, he gets the stun. I think he kills her. Very well played. Okay, this time the Corki did not blunder. He does extremely well. They abuse the Braum passive super well. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy because I thought we're just gonna see the exact same game. But this is beautiful, guys. Not live. Of course it's live, bro. I'll be live later with your mom as well on a different website if you guys want to see that. Anyway, not live, by the way. Actually, shurkou, you're not even live. This is probably pre-recorded and you're just acting. Shut your mouth, man. If you meant that this thing is not live, yes, this is not live. This is a VOD. I apologize in that case. I apologize to your mom as well. I'm sure she's a very fine lady. But yeah, we see the team fight again. Just kind of a coin flip team fight, isn't it? I don't like it. I don't like it. They just pair up. You just lost with that, man. I feel like you don't need to go for these fights because Alistair is arguably even stronger in this level 3 fight than a Braum. The Braum passive is really broken early game. But I don't know. I feel like Alistair might be even stronger. I'm not sure what to say. You know what I mean? Alistair, I mean, he knocked up like 2 people again. Last game, he knocked up like 3 people. So it's really risky to go for that. Just go for the trade, go for the top lane Skull Crab, and just try to outgank the Vi early game as a Lee Sin. Because you're absolutely able to do so. You can gank, especially this Malphite. Before he gets level 6, he's a sitting duck, level 5 I mean. Before he has an ultimate, he can't escape. You have a Jarvan EQ combo, level 2 gank, boom. My man's dead. It is a dead rock, okay? Might as well be Genos shooting through the rocks there, you know, in episode 4 or something of One Punch Man. I don't even know, man. But that was epic, you know. That was very epic. But yeah. We have a Trinity Force already completed on Corki. This is absolutely insane. This is completely a turnaround of the last game because we have a 1.3 thousand gold lead on the Corki. We have a 3,000 gold lead, 2,000 gold lead in total for Flash Wolves. So I'm very glad. I hope this goes to 5 games. This should be very, very fun. And we also have a Vayne pick, which is always fun to see. I love Vayne, but I'm just saying, I don't criticize the Vayne pick. I criticize the Jarvan pick. But the Vayne pick isn't bad. It's definitely an upgrade over Ezreal, but it wasn't the thing that lost the game. Like, you needed to make more changes, I feel like. I feel like the thing that lost the game was especially the Lee Sin against Vi matchup. He got out-jungled. It was a huge jungle diff, and I don't think Shen Yu was playing that much better. I think it was just the picks. Everyone knows that Vi is a very great pick against Lee Sin. You just bop him. His mobility is useless. He kicks you away, you ult him. Bam. But we have a huge ult coming in by the Vi. Very beautiful gank there onto the Corki, and they are able to stop the snowball on Corki. But Flash Wolves wants to take this 4v5 fight because, of course, the Malphite ult is down as well, I think. So 2 ults down. So they decide to take the 4v5 fight. I agree with them. They are able to poke out the enemies a lot. And it seems like everyone's going to reset. The Corki now has his package, maybe? He's walking very fast. It could be a package. Let's see, is it a packaged up Corki? No, it's not. No package on le Corki. I'm French a little bit sometimes when I want to, you know? Well, when I'm giving those kisses to your... Moving on. Yeah. Dragoon. It is only a mountain dragon. This is one of the worst ones in my opinion. The enemies have a Ziggs though. Against poking compositions, it's always good because you can just... You don't have to dodge everything. You get hit by one Ziggs Q, it doesn't even penetrate the shield. You go back a little bit and while sieging, of course, and yeah, you just move away a little bit until the shield replenishes. And this is a very free dragon coming in. The Vi tried to gank the Jarvan. He did not end up dropping. They did not even get the tower. They pushed it a little bit. But this is honestly a mistake. Macro mistake by one team. Unless they decided they don't want to fight this. But I think they should have fought it. Because if they fight it, They are fighting a Corki without package, so that's always a good time to fight a team that has Corki when he doesn't have his package ready. Now he has his package. Now you can't fight him. Now you will lose that Rift Herald as well. They really had to fight that. They would at least get a dragon, because they had Malphite ult, they had Vi ult, they had everything available. And honestly, I think they're stronger with those and without Corki having his package, right? Which is kind of his ult, you could say. Because his ult is just rockets, which are very strong, but it's not a long cooldown. It's not his ultimate move, you know? And yeah, as I said, you're not going to fight the Corki with a package, but you still decide to. It is a beautiful engage by Malphite, hits both the carries, I believe, there, but he just gets kited, gets taken out, and this was probably the best Jarvan ult ever, because it just completely blocked the path and separated the team fight in two parts, and they are able to even finish the Alistair as well. 3 kills for 0. They have the Dragon so far, 3 kills for 0, and the Rift Herald. Mwah. Beautiful gameplay by Flashfulls. You can definitely see that these two teams are insane. It is what it is. Very nice. Very glad to see the retaliation. And you can also see that this game is very snowbally right now, because one team made Flashfulls look like absolute noobs, okay? So it wasn't the knock-up onto 2 carries, it was on Corki and Braum, but still, nevertheless, a pretty good teamfight starter. However, the Jarvan ult just completely separated everyone, and yeah, they just got blown out. And as I said, Wild Rift right now is a very snowbally game, okay? If you get ahead, you're not gonna... If you play well, you know, even if you play a little bit worse than the enemies, you're still not gonna fall behind. So that is exactly what we're seeing here. I mean, I'm not saying Flashwolves is playing worse, but I'm just saying we are seeing the polar opposite of the last game. And I was going to say Flashwolves seem way worse than one team last game. Well, now I could say one team seems way worse than Flashwolves. So of course, that doesn't add up, you know. You can have, you know what I mean? They have to be at least equal then. And it seems like they're pretty equal in terms of gameplay. Definitely think the Corki has a very good game right now, but had a very bad game last game. So that was a big issue. And the Lee Sin was also getting a little bit clowned. He's playing much better this time around. He has that Umbral Glaive first again. He's going to go for a GA, I believe, next, or a Sterox, but I think it's going to be a GA with that BF sword. You know, if it was one of my videos, it would be an Infinity Edge. I'm not going to lie, that would be really fun to see. Crit Lee Sin. How fun would that be? But this is esports, so we are not going to see those fun builds. We have a Static Shift and Blade of the Ruined King completed on that vein. So usually you would see Blade of the Ruined King into either an Infinity Edge or a Phantom Dancer. I like to go for the Infinity Edge because I like to do some more damage on my auto attacks per auto attack on the vein, more damage on the Q. But you can also go for full attack speed to maximize that Silver Bolt's damage, the passive on your second ability. So yeah, he's going for that, but he's even going for a more aggressive option that lets him wave clear faster with the Static Shift instead of the Phantom Dancer, which makes him very tanky in teamfights. And we have the Alistair just getting completely blown out through his ultimate. That was the squishiest Alistair ever. Of course, against the Fed Vayne. That is what happens. That is why they picked this Vayne. However, again, I don't think they're winning because of the Vayne. Now, are they winning because of the Jarvan? He had one really good team fight, but honestly, they were just winning because the early game fight was mechanically played better. The Corki didn't int, he instead got a kill on that Kai'Sa, and yeah, you know what I mean? That is what happened, pretty much. They snowballed off of that first fight around that first Skullcrab spawn. And this is just the result we're seeing. It just keeps snowballing. GA completed by the Lee Sin. He also has a Zhonya's. 3 Zhonya's already completed on Flashwolf's side. Of course, they're playing against a Vi and against a Malphite, so it makes sense to go for that Zhonya's. It is just going to make them super tanky. Well, infinitely tanky while that is up, because they can't die. They can dodge these ults with it, and it's beautiful. This is a very ballsy coin flip, man. Flashwolf's just deciding to go for it. Deciding, okay, maybe one is not going to check it. They were already at 30% health on that Baron, but they weren't able to get it. One team arrived in time, and now one actually has a little bit of a positional advantage. little bit of a cheeky position there in the mid lane, trying to get that mid lane tower, not able to. Guys, I'm telling you, this is harder than it looks. I'm gonna pass out. It is what it is. This much talking, I'm gonna pass out, boys. I don't know if we can go beyond 2 hours today in this stream. I hope the rank thing is gonna be fixed in the evening for the evening stream. I really want to rank up a little bit. We'll play some Katarina. But yeah, it's pretty good, huh? Pretty good. This is a very nice series, man. This is the highest level of gameplay that we've seen so far in Wild Rift, for sure, in esports. Definitely better than Vietnam so far, better than Thailand as well. And what else did we check? Nothing, right? Yep. We'll see. I have, as I said, I have Malaysia as well opened in another tab here. Lower bracket final of the Malaysia Icon Series preseason. So we will be looking at that if there is enough time, if my voice doesn't give up, you know, if my voice doesn't get completely wrecked. Let me take a little break here, water break. All right, that was enough of a break for the gaming alien. It is what it is, very easy, the commentative mech alien, you know? Anyway, we have Corki pushing down that top lane tower. This game is really slowing down. It is just Flash Wolves choking out the enemies, choking out the vision, and one is bound to make a mistake. Even the best teams have to make a mistake at some point because you are sitting there in the dark, no vision, no nothing, and you will just get blown out, you know? You will just have to face check one of these bushes. You will have to face check this Baron at some point. Corki uses actually his package to get over the wall. I think it was expiring very soon, so he just uses it, but one is going in at the perfect time, as if they're map hacking or something. They're obviously not, they just have the feeling. This just shows how good they are in terms of macro, and the Vayne ended up being completely overextended. And honestly, comeback time. They're still 8,000 gold behind, but they stopped the Baron, they killed the Vayne, huge blunder by Vayne. I don't even know how she ended up in that middle of the enemy team. And yeah, this is sick. This is extremely sick. Look at Ninja, man. Ninja, where's your blue hair? What happened to Ninja, bro? Fortnite, man. He stopped playing Fortnite and he got younger. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Stop playing Fortnite. Garbage game. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's no garbage games, man. Everyone can enjoy any game. Oh, the last auto attack by Corki kills the Ziggs. He's not able to get away. And I think this is looking like a good team fight for Flash Wolves right now. This Kaisa has to flash away, but the Alistair is just gonna die. With his dying breath though, he knocks up 2 people. He's still surviving with that ultimate. The Jarvan ults, but is gonna drop. Oh my god, the Corki almost dies. Is he gonna take down to the red buff? No, he does not. Yes, he does in the end. But the Kaisa ends up dropping as well. And in total, it is a 4-for-3 trade in favor of Flash Wolves, which is really good for them, because they can just make their way onto that Baron because they still have their jungler and the Vayne alive. And the Vayne, especially popping that ult right there, she's gonna make quick way off this. Well, never mind. They just... Really? They can't do that? I thought they can do it. Oh, but look at this Vayne build. She's going full attack speed. That's garbage. Not gonna lie, that is garbage. You can argue 2 attack speed items. First, I can say, okay, that's fine. Preference. But you can't go 3 attack speed items. You have 0 attack damage. You can't just, I know your ultimate gives you a bunch of attack damage. You cannot rely only on that. Because keep in mind, your ult giving you a bunch of attack damage also scales with crit damage from Infinity Edge, right? So it's brain dead. You have to go Infinity Edge at least as a 3rd item. I like to go for it as a 2nd item. Honestly, it is what it is. But you can go as a 3rd item. But not as a 4th. That is terrible damage by Vayne. Beautiful Ziggs ult. Did you see that? It just blew out all the carries, all the Jarvan as well. But this is just a huge turnaround by 1 in the end. Because oh my god, the Vayne is still alive. She has a GA as well. No, she doesn't. But the Lee Sin had that GA. I thought they looked the same. But yeah, it is a full ace. Huge team fight. It looked really good for 1. But then Flash Wolves just, bam, committed hard and blew out the enemies completely. and we are gonna equalize this series 1-1. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful, isn't it, guys? Sick. That is a very sick series so far, man. Did not expect that after the first game. One seems like the better team, right? Because they were like slightly better, like 55-45, okay? Because they were able to a little bit crawl back into the game, but of course such a huge goal advantage is not gonna help. The Ziggs again performing beautifully, but look at this Kai'Sa damage. Very well done, man, by Ninja here. Seems like he's doing a good job quitting his Fortnite pro career, and we will have to slide to the middle very soon because we will move on to game 3 instantly, guys. Let me see. Come on, guys. Stop talking. Stop talking, bro. There's not that much to talk about, man. Okay. Ooh, Akali not banned. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, they're changing the draft. Finally, bro. Finally, they're changing the draft a little bit. And again, yeah, we're moving straight into the draft of game 3. We have this time one banning out the Lee Sin and the Gragas and then picking first pick. Okay? Meanwhile, Flash Wolves just banning the same thing. Orianna and Yasuo, it seems like one Baya, the mid laner of one, is probably absolutely insane. He seems like the star player so far. He does very well on Ziggs. And they ban out his picks here, Orianna and Yasuo. So that's why they keep banning them every single game, right? But that of course leaves the Akali open now. So one is able to secure an Akali. Flash Wolves this time snag away the Kai'Sa and the Vi, so there's not many junglers going to be up for one anymore. One picks the Corki this time around and that Alistar. So of course Braum being picked by the enemies. A Camille going up against Akali in the Baron lane, that's going to be really fun. And are we going to see a Twisted Fate? Wow, we're going to see a Twisted Fate, guys. That is going to be very exciting. For the jungle position, we have that Wukong being picked on one side for Shenyu, and we have the Misfortune. Very classic lane with the Alistar. Very aggressive lane. Should beat this Kai'Sa and Braum combo. This is crazy. I'm very excited to check this out. We went a little bit too far. There we go. Now we're not too far anymore. I will move straight to the top. And boom, boys. There we go. Very nice. Going very smooth, huh? Am I a professional live stream YouTube caster? Hell yes, I am. Hell yes. Camille actually winning that matchup so far. What I think Camille is going for, she went for the Backbone enchant, which is in the 3rd row, all the way to the left. Okay? And rune, not enchant. And what that does is it gives you 10 free magic resistance for Camille because she has more armor than magic resistance as a base, I believe. I think for the first 3 levels, it gives you bonus magic resistance. Okay, at least. Someone's done the math, Freaky. Shout out to him. I don't remember quite, but I think it is a very good... He always says it's a very good for Camille. So she has some bonus magic resistance, so that will help her beat this Akali in the lane. Because also, she has that magic shield. So Camille is a great pick against Akali, at least to go even, you know? Because Akali, there's no counterplay. Akali beats everyone. And the good thing about Akali against Camille is you are never under a threat to die, because Camille ults you and you just use your Shroud, right? But while I'm saying that, we have a huge engagement going on in the bottom lane. Not Zhenyu, this time it is Cookie on that Vine. He is following up as well, but not able to connect the Q flash, so he just Qs away. But yeah, back to that matchup, Akali against Camille, right? That matchup is really good for both, because again, Camille can just, oh my god, this is it. No, the Vi does not decide to go, but the flash coming in by the TF, and the flash by Wukong used as well. Slowed Wukong. Not a gold card though, a red card, not ideal. I think the Vi had to flash as well. Overall, terrible for Flash Wolves, but are you seeing how this Twisted Fate is just straight up beating the Corki? Completely. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen. I never lost that matchup. Should not be happening, but we're seeing it. So Flash Wolves Bruce. Very nice name and very nice gameplay so far by him. Back to that Camille matchup against Akali. No one can kill anyone because, again, Camille is pretty tanky. She can deal with her. No one can usually deal with Akali. She's broken as hell in that Baron lane. But she can kind of deal with her with the magic resistance from Backbone, with the magic shield, with the healing she has on her second ability. She can sustain back up if she gets poked. And the Akali can never die because Camille ults you, you just use Shroud and you stay invis, and there's nothing the enemies can do. Even if the Vi ganks, there's nothing they can do because their abilities are point click. So they can't hit you with AoEs. So yeah. Should be okay, but if the Vi tries to dive from behind, the Akali definitely has to retreat. This tower will be taken though. Are they gonna get... Oh my god, what is this teleport? This is some 7 billion IQ teleport. He just teleports right next to like 15 meters. The Akali is able to survive. He's gonna drop to the minions. Braum picks up the kill because he was the last one to hit her before those minions killed her. The Corki is trying to follow up. He doesn't have a package. The Camille is able to dash away. Very beautifully played. That was actually a bug there, I believe, because the Camille should have been knocked up, but there is a bug with Camille currently where she turns invulnerable during her dash. No one is sure if that is intended. Some high elo players are abusing that, which again, it might be intended. Riot didn't say anything about it, so it's not like it's something game breaking. It's just something cool. I think they should leave it because it adds more counterplay. Like it adds more outplay to Camille. It's cool. It's cool. I don't think I think she's OP a little bit, but she's not one of the problematic champs. You can very easily beat her early game, especially with a lot of Baron laners. And yeah. Ooh, that is a nice little poke there. A little bit too aggressive onto that Ninja 7. This time on the Misfortune with the cute skin. With a thick skin. You know, it is what it is. Seems like Ninja is... Well, let's not talk about Ninja too much. I'm gonna get sued, man. I'm gonna get sued. But yeah, we have Wukong jumping in. The Vi is still able to secure the dragon though. Beautiful smite. Wukong not able to steal it. Jumps away, flashes away over the wall, of course. And no kill going down. So honestly, Flash Wolves is in a very good position. They have a 1,500 gold lead. Keep in mind, around 400 of that is by the TF passive. He just always gets the gold lead. You can see mid lane gold lead is around 400 gold. Just because of the TF passive giving him more gold per last hit. So always keep that in mind. If you play TF, you know that, of course. But yeah, we have still a very nice advantage for Flash Wolves. They were able to secure the Cloud Drake as well, and they are chilling. They're in a very good position. They are smurfing it up. Very nice. Total opposite again from the first game. Seems like first game they were a little bit still waking up, you know? Wakey, 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 it's time for school. Hey, wake up, it's time for school. You know? That's what I'm really good at that, right? I'm really good at imitating it. It's time for school. I'm so good. I mean, it's crazy, man. I might as well just go to Hollywood at this point, man. We might win some Oscars. I'm just saying. Bro, it's insane. It is. Guys, sometimes it's a struggle being good at everything. You know, at everything in this world, man. The only thing I'm bad at is being bad at something. True. Anyway, guys, I'm very good at being down bad though. Let me tell you that, man. If you listen to these commentaries, the amount I'm simping these waifu feet, I'm down bad constantly, man. It is a struggle, guys. It is a struggle. Anyway, we have Kai'Sa taking the Scuttle Crab. Huge advantage right now. It is creeping up to almost a 3,000 gold advantage for Flash Wolves. And yeah, we have the Gunblade completed on that Akali. Sometimes we see Liandry's on Akali, but I think this is the nerf. Yes, this is the nerf Liandry's already, but yeah, it always depends, man. Some Akalis like to build Liandry's, some Akalis like to build Gunblade. Not a lot of them though. And we have a Fleet Footwork, so this is the Akali that I play. Gunblade first, Fleet Footwork, that is what I love. He goes Barrier because it's just broken, but of course you would prefer to go Ignite. Very interesting that the TF went Ignite. He wants that early game oomph. He didn't even go for a Rod of Ages, he just went straight into the Lich Bane. He's gonna go for a Rabadon's next, and then he's gonna most likely go into the Rapid Fire Cannon. which should be a lot of fun to see. It honestly makes TF, like it breaks TF, man. It makes him so crazy. It makes him absolutely insane. Like that range on that 2-second stun on the gold card is low-key, you feel so powerful. I know TF isn't the best champion right now. He's not picked a lot. In solo queue, he's almost never picked. He struggles against a lot of matchups, especially with the releases of Katarina and especially Diana. You are gonna run into a lot of these assassins, and it is honestly unplayable for TF. But you have, you know, you have a very strong late game, I would say. So he has some redeeming factors, and he feels really strong as soon as you complete that rapid fire cannon. As I said, this game is a very slow one. We only have 1 kills in 9 minutes. That is insane, right? That is absolutely mind-blowing right now. We have never seen such a slow game. There wasn't an early game fight, and yeah, it's just everything becomes slower. Because as soon as you don't have an early game fight, you also don't have a lot of summoners being used, so everyone holds on to their flash, so it is much harder to gank them. So that is why it snowballs into a very slow game. We have the Infernal Drake up right now, and one Flash Wolves use the Rift Herald to divert attention by one there onto that mid lane tower. They have to clear that Rift Herald first, and then they can move into the Infernal Drake. They tried to get it while that was going on, but Flash Wolves wasn't able to. They had to back out. One was able to clear it out fast enough, and the Corki has a package. So what you want to do is, you just want to let it time out. You just want to let the package time out, and one actually wants to engage right now. Because if they let the package time out, they are looking at a very bad team fight for themselves. So that is exactly what they're doing. They start this dragon, and yeah, we'll see a huge team fight, guys. We'll see a huge team fight right now. The Corki wastes his package, and this is terrible now. Flash Wolves is in a perfect position right now, and they should be able to just secure this. No, they actually rotate over to mid. They want to just push mid lane. That is such good back row. It is risky for both teams to take the dragon, so Flash Wolves just rotates mid. That is stellar performance, and one team loses the mid lane tower and might lose the Infernal as well, because now Flash Wolves position. This is such good macro. This is textbook League of Legends macro that you exactly want to see. That is why you need to clear your waves. The mid lane wave had to be cleared first, and this is the result of it. A tower, a lost team fight, and a dragon gone. That is absolutely insane. Look at this team fight. 2 for 1 so far. The Corki is going to die as well. The Wukong is able to escape with his life, but 4 people dead, and only the Camille was paid for that. This is going to be a tier 2 tower, possibly going down. No, they decide to go for a Baron. Okay, this is going to be a very quick game, guys. They decide to go for a Baron. And this was only because one team wasn't clearing the mid lane wave first. The Corki had to clear the mid lane wave, use his package to reconvene with his team, and yeah, that would have been the correct macro, 4-1. But mid lane wave not cleared, easy tower. That was so good. That was crazy. That was actually like Korean PC League of Legends. I'm just kidding. No one is that good yet. This is a new game, man. People are still, you know, we have these AOV Andes pro players playing this. It's not going to be League of Legends Korean LCK macro, you know? It is what it is. That's not going to be anywhere near that. For a long time, guys. This is a mobile game. Mobile gamers are a little bit more casual. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, very nice, man. Very nice. And as I said, this TF is now building his rapid fire cannon. He didn't go for a proto belt. He instead went for the Zhonya's Hourglass, which I really don't agree with. Okay, first of all, you don't need an Hourglass against the enemies. The Akali is very dangerous, yeah, and the Wukong as well a little bit, but you don't really need Hourglass. But if you go Hourglass, you can go for it. But if you go for it, you definitely want move speed boots. What are you doing with these cooldown reduction boots? You want them in any case. Move speed boots are so much better for TF, and that is honestly just griefing, in my opinion. But, you know, these pro players probably don't play too much TF. They probably, like, it's just a little pocket pick that they have prepared. So they didn't really think about the build too much. But yeah, we have just Flash Wolves just completely bulldozing down these towers right now. We have some crazy words. I'm telling you, man. I'm Shakespeare at this point as well. Let's be real, bulldozing. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, no objective on the map up. The Camille is gonna yoink that red buff. We have the tier 3 tower going down. Flash Wolves is happy with that. The Baron is about to time out. They don't want to get engaged on. They don't want to overextend for that tier 3 tower in the mid lane. Everything else is down, you know, bottom tower. Like, they really didn't just want to overextend, man. They can just get that naturally. And just get the third tower. This is going to be very easy, guys. Nah, shurkou, you are bad, TF. You are banned, my guy. Thank you very much. Easy clap. Bye-bye. You are brain dead, my guy. Because no matter how bad I am on TF, I can still critique, okay? A coach or an analyst doesn't have to be the best at every position, at every champion to teach someone who is better than them at a 10 champion if he was thinking about the analytical stuff more, which I am, you absolute baboon. Thank you for that free ban. Always makes me happy banning my viewers. I love it, guys. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. With that being said, you know, he gave me a little segue while the enemies were going back. I love it. I love it, guys. See, I should always do this live so we can always sneak in some nice bans. We can roast some of the degenerates in chat. With that being said, we have a huge teamfight breaking out. I think one is just going to take a fat L here. They are, what, 17,000 gold behind at this point? It's just unplayable for them. The Vi ends up almost diving very deep, but the Zhonya's cancels her ult there. I was a little bit confused why the ult got cancelled. But we have kind of an even fight here. 2 people dying by Flash Wolves. How many died on one? Only one. Only one died on one team. It was the Alistair, which is very good for them. But keep in mind, the tier 3 tower went down. All 3 towers down. That is going to be a lot of fat... what's it called? It's going to give... what's it called? A lot of these fat super minions, right? Are going to be pushing down these waves. So, yeah, I don't know. In my 1,500, 600, I don't know how many right now, probably 1,600 games in Wild Rift, I have only won one game where I was behind 3 towers. Or maybe like 2, or like behind, like where all my towers were down on our team. It's just almost impossible, especially in a controlled environment in esports. I don't think one team is going to come back here. You know, gotta be the boogeyman, gotta be the pessimistic Andy here, because it's not really pessimism, is it? It's just almost unfeasible, you know? It is unfeasible, it's almost impossible, that's the right word. Because Flash Wolves is just gonna easily secure this Baron, and if they do, they can literally just run it down. Okay, the Wukong gets caught, they clear out the vision, you know, it's not Wukong's mistake. He has to kind of scout out the area, and look at this, they just teleport behind. Look at this TF, man, he just one-shots everyone. He has his Zhonya's available. He didn't even pop it yet, and we have Camille split pushing bots. This is just, everyone's gonna die. And the Nexus goes down. Beautiful gameplay by Flash Wolves. Honestly, stellar 2 games, man. They took a fat L, but now they're just beating one completely. And this is with one changing the whole draft. They changed the whole strategy. They, after their loss, they picked the first pick. Seems like, in general, in all regions so far, people prefer to be first pick, okay? Because, of course, first pick is, you know, you get that first pick, you get to dictate the 2 bans. The enemies have to ban accordingly, pretty much. You can ban whatever you want, and the enemies have to ban the broken champions, and you can get the 3rd broken champion. Like we're seeing here with the Akali this game, like we're seeing with the Corki the last 2 games. And yeah, that is why first pick seems to be favorable right now in this meta. And they were first pick and they were unable to make it work. They lost on the first pick side. So this is very concerning now. Let's see what one picks here. Are they going to go back to the blue side, because that's what they had 2 games in a row now? Or are they going to go on the red side? Or are they still going to go for a first pick because it's just better, usually? Moving on straight into game 4 here. Let's see if, of course, Flash Wolves match point. If they win this one, it is game over. It is GG, my guys. the match is gonna be over if they're able to win this one. And one again picks the blue side. This time they ban Akali and Lee Sin, so they secure themselves a Gragas instead of the Akali. They banned the same thing, just swapped out the Akali for a Gragas. The Gragas is gonna allow you to be much stronger in the late game. Flash Wolves doesn't need to change anything. Corki, Vi locked in. The enemies, well, they changed a little bit. They actually went for a Corki now for the mid lane instead of the Kai'Sa. So you give one, again, their preferred bot lane picks, which is Kai'Sa and Alistar, right? So you gave them that, but you secured that Vi again. It worked beautifully last game. You secured that Corki this time around, not giving it to the enemies. So you won't have to go for something janky like a Twist of Fate again, which worked out, but it is a risky pick. We have a Jarvan Baron lane. We have a Vayne this time, again by Flash Wolves. It worked very beautifully in game 2. Let me just pause a little bit. We have a Ziggs and a Camille on one side, so it's gonna be Camille against Jarvan. I think Camille should win that come mid and late game. She definitely outscales Jarvan, but early game he is insane in the lane. He should be winning that very early on. We might see Vi trying to gank that Camille early on to secure that advantage. And we have Ziggs, as I said, and yeah, that is pretty much it. The Vayne and the Braum in the bot lane, just like in game 2. The way Flash Wolves played in these last 2 games, I always go too far, man. I always go too far. There we go. Need to move this. Beautiful. As I said, the way Flash Wolves is playing this in the last 2 games honestly makes me think that they're just gonna blow out this team again. However, I have to say, by the way, Conqueror on Ziggs. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Do I like it? I mean, you hit 2 Qs. It's not that bad for a prolonged team fight. It can be very good, but for laning phase, for everything, I feel like the Aerie is just really nice. We really need Comet on Ziggs, man. We really need that at this point. Is my camera all the way up? Yes, okay. Yeah, I feel like we need some other runes as well in this game. We will get them probably at some point. But yeah, Aerie is honestly, in my opinion, the best, but he goes for Conqueror. Very interesting to see. Yeah. Grasp on Jarvan. Now that, I think that is not good, man. That is just gonna... Because it's not a good early game rune. You know, you want to amplify your early game and bully that Camille early game, because now you're just gonna take a fed L. Look, she's gonna attack him. Ooh, but he trades pretty well, but the shield of Camille just sustains her up a little bit too much. So it is what it is. But yeah. What does Comet do again? Comet, if you poke the enemy, if you hit them with an ability, it shoots another small little projectile, Comet, at them, which is the classic poking rune. It does a little bit more damage than Aerie, because Aerie, of course, has the versatility where it also improves your shielding, okay? So Comet is the classic Vel'Koz, Ziggs. What else, man? I don't even know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? The classic poking rune for mid laners, mid lane mages. For some marksmen, maybe as well. Probably not. Probably not. You could go on Ezreal Comet if you want to be a little bit crafty, but probably not, man. But again, don't take my word. I did not play when Comet was even released. I'm just watching some esports sometimes of PC League of Legends. And honestly, Comet not even used that much in esports. People prefer Phase Rush and stuff like that on a lot of these mages that you might think are nice for the Phase Rush, of course. Gives you a huge move speed boost if you burst the enemy down by a lot in a short period of time. So this is very good for assassins and stuff. You jump in, bam, you burst them, and you run away with a huge move speed boost. And yeah, stuff like Orianna even, I think, prefers the Phase Rush as well. But I'm not sure. But yeah, let's see how this matchup will turn out here. We have a slight gold advantage for Flash Wolves. I believe it is just because of that. Yeah, it is mainly because of the lane matchups being a little bit better for that Corki. You saw him bully out the enemy a little bit. We also have a little bit of advantage in the marksman position, right? Yeah, a little bit. 100 gold each, you know, and we're looking at a roughly 300 gold lead in total, but that does not matter too much. We have, by the way, I forgot to mention, it is a Gragas jungle. I was saying it would be a Gragas Baron lane, but it ended up being a Gragas jungle, which is very good, very, very strong still. Just usually the preferred position, you see him in the Baron lane. But of course, if you pick Camille, yeah, it seems like they just wanted some more split pushing threat. So that is very nice. That is honestly very nice because you pick the Gragas. The enemies picked the Vi early because they wanted to secure the good jungler after Lee Sin is banned. And all of a sudden, you know, you trick the enemies. You first pick Gragas, the enemies pick Vi as a second pick. If they knew you would put Gragas in the jungle, they could pick Vi very late because you're not going to pick Vi, right? But of course, one would have probably picked Vi instead if they saw Vi is open. And then they would have Gragas Vi and the enemies are left with a Wukong again, which didn't work out last game, right? On one side. But this time, a lot better here. Definitely both drafts very even, you know, very strong on both sides. I would say the late game clearly goes to, you know, the Vayne can pop off. But if the Vayne doesn't pop off, the late game definitely goes over to 1. Because Ziggs is just as strong as Corki late game. Both are incredibly strong. But let's hold that thought because Flash Wolves is already starting off that Ocean Drake. 5 minutes in only. This is a very slow game so far, but one isn't even going to contest it. They just throw a Ziggs ult in hopes of stealing it, but one isn't contesting it at all. They instead want to trap this Jarvan. Nope, they're just going to push down this top lane tower. Are they going to get it though? Gragas can push down towers very fast with his second ability. The Ziggs is following up as well, and the Ziggs is just going to finish it off with his W. The Camille gets caught, but huge damage by Ziggs there. Is able to follow up with the Gragas as well. Huge AoE damage after Camille traps the enemy into her ultimate. However, in the end, a 1-for-2 trade. So it is good for Flash Wolves because they got the dragon. They lost the tower, the first tower bonus as well, going down over to 1, which is always nice to see. However, they lost 2 kills as well. So in general, I don't think it's worth in the end because the Ocean Dragon gives you that, you know, that, what is it called? The hybrid vampirism, whatever it's called, man. So that is, of course, going to help that Corki a lot with his, you know, with his AP and magic damage mix. It is insane on Corki, it is insane on Vayne because she's going to lifesteal so much with just the Blade of the Ruined King. And yeah, it is just really, really good for both of these marksmen. Flash Wolves definitely in an advantage. But again, they are on a clock. Because while I was trying to talk about the late game potential, but again, they're going to stop me because we need to commentate this potential Rift Herald fight. Nope. One is just able to secure it for free. They had the positional advantage. The jungler was not quite there yet. That Vine was not quite in proximity yet to steal it or contest it. So we have a very nice, very nice even game, honestly. The gold is dead even, but we have a huge team fight breaking out. Beautiful Ziggs ult, does a lot of damage there. Only one person dropping on one side so far. Flash Wolves looking very healthy. The Vi is able to escape with a very low amount of health. And we have a 2-for-0 and a tower going over to Flash Wolves. That is very, very nice for them. That is a beautiful. Huge gameplay here, and all of a sudden the even game completely lopsided now. 4,000 gold lead for Flash Wolves. You can see that engage again. Braum starts it off onto that jungler, onto that Gragas. The Gragas dies instantly. Not much he can do. Now the Camille gets sniped over the wall by the Corki. Beautiful mechanics there. And the rest of 1 has to just retreat. And now we can get back to our little late game discussion. Now, as I said, the team fighting is kind of even, you know, because you have 2 marksmen on Flash Wolves, which is very strong, especially that Vayne late game. And you have that Braum passive with 2 marksmen. You really get those stuns out very quickly if you can auto attack himself onto an enemy. However, you have that Camille split push threat that is not going to be able to... Flash Wolves are not going to be able to match it with anything. Flash Wolves is just going to take a fat L in that split push at all times because the Jarvan is just terrible late game. He can't fight the Camille. He is already 500 gold behind her even though his team is 2k gold ahead. But you can see, man, these leads just keep going back and forth. We had a 4,000 gold lead just a minute ago, just like 1.5 minutes ago, and now we're looking at only a 1.37k gold lead. It's absolutely insane. So this next Infernal Drake will decide the game, in my opinion. This Infernal Drake is going to be huge. This Gragas is going for a very defensive build. Usually you see a Leandris first on Gragas. However, even after the nerf, I talked to Vex. He said he played a lot of jungle Gragas lately. He's a challenger, a pro player jungler. One of the best in Europe, I would say right now. Probably the best, but you know, I don't want to be biased. I don't really watch Europe esports. Maybe there's better ones, but he's definitely among the best. You could say he's among us, you know, among us. Are you kind of sus? Guys, I gotta mix in those Zoomer memes, man, you know? But as I said, he is definitely one of the best European junglers right now. And he said he's playing a lot of Gragas lately because it's fun and it's good in the jungle. And he said he still goes Leandri's first item. But one, Shenyo going for the Rod of Ages instead. And he even amps it up with the defensiveness because he goes for that Iceborne Gauntlet next. So it's going to be a very, very tanky defensive Gragas with lots of utility, not focused around the damage. He wants to let Ziggs and Kaisa carry, and that is honestly a wise decision. However, what was not a wise decision, one team didn't contest the Infernal Drake at all. And that is risky, man. You're fighting a double marksman comp, man. That is double... Like, bro, there's so much bonus damage coming in for Vayne. Bonus 8% true damage on her silver bolts. That is gonna render that tanky Gragas completely useless, man. He's just gonna get tapped instantly. The Alistair as well, tapped instantly, man. Very dangerous to just give over the... man, one had a very good first game, but now they're just going down without a fight, I feel like. Especially in that third game, in that fourth game right now, you have the nerfs at an all-time high. You know, it is very difficult to recover from that, you know, because you know, enemies are at match point, they win one more, and it's game over. You know, you're second in the Icon Series. This is the grand final, of course, of the preseason. So, yeah, it is what it is. The nerves hit you. The nerves hit you. Very simply. In esports, the nerves hit you a lot. I remember I was playing tournaments for like $500. The nerves were hitting me. 500 euros, not bad, honestly. What is that? Divided by 5, you know, minus tax. What are you looking at? I like 70 euros per person, man. That is 70 cheeseburgers, my guys. That is pretty crazy. McDonald's cheeseburgers. Not the healthiest, not the best either, let's be real, but very nostalgic. You know, as a kid, you go for them. But honestly, I'm scamming you anyway, because in Switzerland, they cost 2 euros. What is that, Switzerland? I always have to cook myself. At least I'm healthy that way, but come on, man. I want to eat some cheeseburgers, but I want to go broke eating them because I need at least 50. I'm a chunky boy. I'm like 8'6". It is what it is. I'm huge. I'm an alien. But we have a team fight while I'm saying that. Gragas gets instantly blown out, man. Double marksman with Infernal Drake. Boom. You're a dead boy. You're donezo, bruv. You're donezo, guys. But yeah, we have so much chat interaction today. What is going on, guys? We have 600 viewers. Maybe I should do that more often. This seems to be very enjoyable for you guys. Maybe we'll do this more often. When I get a little bit too tilted, you know, I get a little bit too burnt out by the Wild Rift gameplay. Today I wasn't. I really wanted to play, but it's bugged. It's very sad. People were saying it's not bugged anymore in chat, but we already committed. I'm not gonna go play now. We have the thumbnail. We have, like, I would have to restart the stream, which is not good for the YouTube algorithm. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the content for this stream. Hopefully in the evening we'll be able to play some solo queue again, because I'm honestly having a lot of fun. Katarina, Diana, I have some nice champions, man. I discovered Jin for myself. You know, he's really fun. Thanks to Dash and Jericho for the skins and the champion, you know. So we ended up trying him. He's really fun. Video coming, by the way, after this stream. Video coming. My first ever gameplay on Jin. If you want to see that, make sure to subscribe. Diamond rank, we all picked him, you know. What did I do? Do you think I will feed? I went like 15-1, guys. Absolutely insane. I think I got a quadra kill. I almost got a penta. Crazy, man. I'm insane. I'm telling you guys, I'm cracked out. I'm a brainiac. It is what it is. You know, if I was a Pokemon enemy, you would see Pokemon trainer Brainiac Shurkou. I would send out that Slow King, you know, with the crown. Psychic attacks. Boom. I'm so stupid, man. Why are you watching this? You guys are stupid. Let's be real. What are you doing? Yeah, but why aren't there no mods? It's kind of weird. We really have no mods. I don't know what people are saying. Anyway, yeah. Boom. Team fight. I was a little bit brain dead. I'm sorry. Boom. Huge, man. Flash Wolves is too far ahead, man. Double Marksman, double Drake. You have the Marksman suddenly really tanky as well because they lifesteal a bunch. It is pretty dirty, man. They just get a quick little engage there. They just get 2 kills. Both the 2 tanky enemies dying because, of course, they have a fat Vayne just running them down. By the way, Vayne with heal. Keep that in mind. We still see lots of heals on Marksman in this Taiwanese esports league. Usually you see barrier only. Is it only in EU that it's bugged? I don't know. It seems to be only EU diamond rank or higher that it's bugged. From what I can tell. Some people on EU were saying that it's not bugged. Just saying, you can mod me, Pogu, I will ban you, bro. Oh man, I love bullying you guys. It is beautiful. He's like, you can mod me, Pogu. No shot, Jose. Your name is haha420xd Kappa. And I honestly think you're Enzo. I'm smelling you, bro. You keep making new accounts. I'm fairly sure you're Enzo, bro. You have to be. You're very similar to what he writes, you know? Because you're a little bit brain dead, but you know the emotes of Twitch, which is a very telling combo. I feel like you're Enzo. I'm sniffing you, bro. I'm getting you. I'm getting you, man. I'm gonna get you. I'm telling you, man. I banned your Jenna OTP account because you misclicked. You commented on my second channel the same as you man, you're getting clowned, bro. You can't beat me, man. I'm already smelling you. You would have to change your complete chat behavior to not get banned at this point. Quick little context here. He made like 4 accounts already. He's probably gonna dip. He made like 4 accounts already. He keeps getting permanet. But yeah, deservedly so. Don't worry. I'm a fair leader here. I'm a fair emperor of this chat room. But yeah, while I'm saying that, we have some huge fights going on. Not really huge. The Jarvan is still taking the L. That is, again, as I said, that is the saving grace. This Camille Jarvan matchup. But look at this, man. If the Corki is this fed, bro, he's 1v3ing. He almost died, but he's 1v3ing. Yes, he had to use flash, but he forced like 2 flashes in a 1v3. Like at that point, it's just way too much of an advantage. You're a 15,000 gold Corki, man. It's just absolutely crazy. The tier 3 tower goes down finally. I think this is just an 8,000 gold advantage. And yeah, it is absolutely insane. See, I exposed you. You have to act as if you're not it. I have to ban you now. Enjoy making another account. Enjoy making another account. You're so dumb. If you act as if you're not, then you can troll me a little bit. But if you just straight up admit it, I have to ban you and you have to make another account. Don't call it 420 garbage, man. Call it Nami one trick pony or something, man. Don't do that. I would just ban you again. This is so stupid, man. What a nice little rivalry we have in the chat room, man. I live for this. This is hilarious. I have the Detective Conan music playing in my head all day. But yeah, let's get back to some professional esports commentary here. But honestly, there's just not much to say, is there? If it was according to me, I would just skip the rest of this game because I know Flash Wolves is gonna win. They have such a huge advantage. Yeah, one team was kind of able to secure a dragon, but it's only a cloud dragon, man, and it's gonna stay the only dragon of them. They don't have a tier 3 tower unless the Ziggs is able to steal with his ultimate the Elder Drake, because honestly, they're not gonna get closer to that. The Gragas is not even gonna get close enough to throw his ultimate. There's no shot. Look. The Corki is there. He is literally a beacon of defense at this point. He's just sitting there with his... Look, they can't even get there. The Ziggs ult was way too early. It's already... Yeah, they instead just decide to drop the dragon and completely engage this fight. The Camille ends up teleporting as well into the fight, but isn't even able to use her ult before she dies. We have the Elder Drake still up, but I think they're just gonna go for that Baron and finish the game, because that's exactly what they can do. Or they can just finish. Yeah, the Ziggs dies. Beautiful textbook mechanics by the Vi. Q Flash, the only difficult combo Vi has, which honestly isn't too easy. You have to wait a little bit. I found out, I was always missing it, but I found out you can't Q and then instantly flash, because it will cancel the rest of the Q distance. You have to Q a little bit, you know, wait a little bit, and then flash, okay? To flash onto the enemy. It's not too hard, but it is, you know, it's the only thing you have to know how to do on Vi, and if you're able to, beautiful. Absolutely insane, guys. We have huge comeback here. They lost the first game very convincingly as well. Flash Wolves lost hard. Let's see who gets the MVP. I think it's gonna go over to probably the mid laner. He had a very convincing performance on Corki, 2 games. Only the first game he really messed up. He played Corki 3 times, and he also had a beautiful performance on Twisted Fate. So I would definitely give it to the mid laner. Let's see who gets the series MVP. He got the game MVP because of his damage and everything. He did like 30,000. They're really gonna 6 minutes between MVP. Are you serious, bro? 6 minutes? Excuse me? 30 more seconds. They're gonna talk now. Yeah, shut him off. No, shot. Okay, come on. What? It's a best of 7. Pog. It's a best of 7. Okay, nice. How long are we streaming already, man? Let me move my camera. It's a best of 7. I thought it's a best of 5. That's crazy, bro. That's actually so sick. That's so much esports content. It's a best of 7. We're streaming for 1.5 hours. Mate, this could be a 3-hour stream if one comes back. Like, if they win 2 games now. But it is, of course, match point for Flash Wolves right now. Wow, that is insane. Okay, let me go back a little bit, because we have vastly different drafts. So, one actually choosing red side now. That is how they won the first game. How they lost the second game as well, but how they won the first game. So they go back to their roots. They go back to the exact same draft of last time. They ban Akali. They ban, I think Camille was banned instead of Gragas, but this time, I think Gragas was banned. Yeah, so this is the repeat from game 1. 100% repeat. Same picks. Corki first pick on Flash Wolves. One team going for Kaisa and Alistair. And yeah. Man, what is it? Why is he so... Nami guy, listen, I'll leave you for the stream, and next time I see you, I'll probably ban you, depending on how tilted I am. Yeah. The guy made the Nami one-trick pony account. Yeah, I know. Guys, if you're watching this, this is the storyline we want. Listen, this is like the main story that I'm doing is this esports thing, and you're watching this video and you're probably getting annoyed by the filler episodes. Enzo, you're a filler episode. Everybody hates you. Actually, I'm not kidding. Not everybody hates you, let's be real. You're just a little bit stupid and you triggered me too many times. But let's move on to this draft. Camille is open. I think we will just see a repeat of game 1. Because Flash Wolves, yes, they lost the game 1, but then they adjusted the draft just by a little bit. They went for Vayne to counter the Alistair and Malphite, and then they won. So I think both teams are kind of happy with these drafts. Look, one is going for the Vi. Flash Wolves went for the Lee Sin, and yeah, we can copy-paste game 1 here. Is my camera in the middle? Yeah, look. Malphite as well. Vayne as well. We will see what was the last pick. Yeah, Jarvan. Yeah, look. Flash Wolves is copying game 2 draft. Katarina? I beg you. I beg you. Lock it in, you little pussy. You degenerate. He switches to Ziggs. You degenerate, man. Nah, but you can't pick Katarina against this enemy team. Look at this, man. You will just get stunned by Braum. Yeah. They picked the exact same draft. 100% the same. Now, keep in mind, these 2 drafts are very, very... what's it called? They're very coin flippy. If we take a look at game 1 and game 2 of this series, they're very coin flippy, these 2 drafts. Because game 1, Flash Wolves completely got blasted at that Scuttle teamfight. And game 2, one got completely blasted at the Scuttle teamfight. So it's all going to come down to the Scuttle teamfight. I really want to see the Lee Sin not going for the Scuttle teamfight because I don't think it's his win condition. I don't think your win condition is to coin flip a Scuttle level 2, level 3 teamfight against an Alistair, okay? I don't think that's going to be your win condition. Did I already move the camera? Beautiful. Okay, is everything set up? We're still live? Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I don't think this is your win condition. I want to see a different jungle pathing by Lee Sin right now. I want to see him go to the blue side. It is warded, yes, but it's fine. I want to see him clear the... Well, he's going for the same. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait till you see the... Hey, wait till you see the top of his head very soon here. Because the top of his head is either going to have a crown or it's going to have a fat egg on him, okay? Someone's going to slam an egg as if it's Halloween because, mate, we will see a huge coin flip again, team fight. It all depends who's going to win it. Yes, Flash Wolves won it the last time, so it's fine to go for this coin flip gameplay, especially for them because they're 3-1 in the series. Even if they lose the coin flip, it's 3-2. But for one team, that is not a good decision. That is not a good decision. Yep, you can see. Look at him here. Oh, no, 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 no. The Alistair is gonna knock up either 2 or 3 people. If he knocks up 3, they win. If he knocks up 2, they lose. They instantly just combo the Lee Sin. He's able to escape though. He flashes away. He secures the scuttle grab. Huge team fight. Shanyo is getting stunned into the wall. Gets taken down by the last auto attack. But Kaisa is able to retaliate the kill onto the Corki. And the Alistair dies as well. Flash Wolves definitely winning hard right now. Coin flip gonna decide the game. This could have gone either way, but it went into Flash Wolves' favor. 3-1 already, just as the score in this best of 5 series. The score on the scoreboard is the same. 3-1, 1.5 thousand advantage, gold advantage, excuse me. And I think at least one of these kills went to Vayne. And you can see the team fight again. I mean, it was a very nice start there by 1, but because the Lee Sin didn't get stunned instantly, I think that was a big mistake by Shanyo. If he waited with the knockback on Y, because he was still knocked up, the Lee Sin, okay? So this is very, very tight timing. But if he waits a little bit, to wait until the knock-up is almost over by the Alistair, then he punches him, he has a little bit more CC, and then the Alistair E is done charging, and he can stun him, and he can't escape, and then the team fight is over. Because they have a double buff. Not a double buff, the red buff on probably Alistair because he's gonna finish him then. But the Skull Crab doesn't get secured and the Lee Sin doesn't heal a bunch with the smite onto the Skull Crab. And look at this, man. The Lee Sin is just gonna bully her out now. Usually he shouldn't be winning that. Is he gonna win it? Q? Easy clap, man. He shouldn't be winning that usually, but because they won that early game fight. Look, Vi's item was a freaking long sword and boots, I think. Or I don't even know if he had boots. But the Lee Sin has both components to his Umbral Glaive, which we will most likely see. And man, what are you going to do at that point? That's crazy, bro. What are you going to do at that point? You know? We have the Kaisa getting blown out once again. Not once again, but the Alistair dying as well. I wasn't even paying attention. I was too focused on explaining the matchup between the junglers. But yeah, Flash Wolves even more. I think they're going to show the replay. Okay, nice. They dove them. They tried to dive the Vayne, but they took a fat L. Look at this. The Braum passive is so strong. He dings level 5. He gets the ult and he knocks her up. And man, the Braum passive is just so strong. They tried to dive them. Huge mistake. I mean, one team at this point, they are at match point. Flash Wolves is at match point. 3-1, you know. Hey, one more game. If this game goes over to them, they will win the whole series. So yeah, one team is like, okay, we have to try something. So they try a dive, but it ends up backfiring. And now it's going to be a free dragon for Flash Wolves. And I think this is going to be the biggest stop of this whole series so far. This is going to be crazy, guys. This is going to be absolutely crazy. Let me take a breather. I need to drink some water. I don't want to scuff my voice. It's very easy to scuff the voice. I get very passionate here, you know? I get very loud. And usually I only get loud when I'm... Let's leave it at that. Alright. Ooh, burping a little bit, you know? Real man gotta burp sometimes. It's because of the coffee. I'm telling you, coffee is not good for me. It gives me more anxiety. I'm more anxious than usual, but because I know that coffee causes it, I can counterplay it, because I can just say, you're anxious because of coffee. And then I just don't care. You know what I mean? Crazy. I still care, but, you know, it helps. It helps, guys. Quick tip. Quick maths. Quick maths, guys. Anyway. Rift Herald about to spawn in 15 seconds. And both teams focusing around it. 3,000 gold disadvantage for one team. But they have some nice power spikes on Liandry's, on the Ziggs, for example. But honestly, I think Liandry's first on Ziggs is a huge grief, because it really just doesn't give you a good early game. Like, it doesn't power you up enough, man. It's an okay item. I don't build it at all on Ziggs, but it's an okay item. It's a good item even. I just prefer to go more full burst AP style than pokey, you know, Pokimane, not Pokimane, but poke-y, you know, you poke, pokish, you know what I mean? Adjective of poke. It is what it is. And yeah, this is more of a poke build, but the thing about it is that the early game is just not a good item. We have a huge engagement onto the Corki. He just gets dropped instantly. He wasn't even able to flash. Beautiful CC chain by one. Are they gonna come back? It seems like it. It definitely seems like it. Wow, huge team fight by one. They're able to completely run the enemies down, and this is a repeat of game one. This is exactly what we've seen in game one. They were playing so well around these engages. Shenyo with his Vi jumps in, ults in, man, knocks up the enemy, and the Malphite follows up, the Alistar follows up. So many knockups, man. There just isn't much counterplay, and the Corki wasn't even able to flash away. He wasn't able to. He just ends up dropping instantly. That is so nicely played, man. I'm so glad we see a little bit of a comeback. I would have been very sad if we... Because I don't... At this point, I want to stream at least 2 hours in this stream. And at this point, I don't think I have enough time to do another best of 5 from Malaysia Esports. So, this... I need one to win a little bit here, okay? We want to have some nice content. I guess it's better entertainment as well. For everyone. For me as well. I'm being entertained as well. I love these. I love these esports matches, man. I love watching this. And we have a little bit of an int there by the Alistar. They tried to secure that Skull Crab. They did, but they lost Alistar's life. Is it okay? Yes, it is okay. Because I think Corki flashed for it, so he won't have flash available for the next team fight. You only kill the support. You don't get anything for killing the support. Matter of fact, one is pushing down that tower in the top lane instead. So honestly, you get a kill, but it's bad for your team. Sometimes it works like that. Sometimes it's crazy how these MOBAs work, but sometimes it is what it is. Yeah, that was definitely because the Alistar respawned right now, and now you have a little bit more gold on the Corki, but he doesn't have flash. I would rather have 300 gold less, but a flash available against Malphite, Vi, and Alistar, because let me tell you, the Valkyrie is not fast enough to dodge Malphite ult. It is too slow. We have a huge engagement coming in. Beautiful Ziggs ult pokes down the enemies a little bit. The Jarvan ends up dropping after he's engaged. The Vi goes deep. Is she able to use her stone plate? A little bit too late after all that CC. So she ends up dropping anyway, but this Alistar is gonna... Beautiful re-engage. The Kaisa is able to finish off the Vayne, and the Braum dies as well in the end. He is able to whack, to smack the Alistar in the face, but a victory for one team. 3-for-1 trade, 3-for-2 trade, excuse me, in favor of one. And they only lose their jungler and support, and because they secured that Rift Herald earlier, they're able to use it and push down that mid lane tower. Huge advantage for one, and Ziggs is already starting up that dragon, and it seems like they're just gonna get it. Now, granted, it is not the biggest dragon in the game. It's a Cloud Drake. Is it good for the enemies? Meh. You know, Usually, Cloud Drake is good for champions that want move speed during a team fight. Akali is one of them, you know, all about that move speed with to proc her passive as fast as possible, run away, run back in. Olaf, he doesn't have a dash, he only runs at you. Darius, prime example as well, he loves that. Vayne, all about that move speed as well. If she gets even more, she already gets a lot with her passive, amplified by her ultimate even further if she chases people, but if she gets even more, it's beautiful. However, on the other side, you have a Malphite that's just gonna ult onto you, you have a Alistair that's gonna flash WQ onto you, you have a Vi that's just gonna ult onto you, and the Ziggs having a little bit more move speed is definitely nice, but this game is not a Cloud Drake game where any of the teams prefer it, because everyone has dashes, everyone has, like, yeah, it doesn't matter too much. Nonetheless, nice to have, because it's gonna amplify the Elder Dragon buff in the end if they're able to secure it, and if the enemies are able to secure the Elder Dragon, then it's gonna weaken their Elder Dragon buff because they are missing one of the dragons. However, Flash Wolf's still very happy with this Ocean Drake. Ooh, huge mistake by Braum. He just face checks. He will die 100%. Ooh, the Kai'Sa has to overextend a little bit though. Has to flash away from the Jarvan ult, but she's in a very good position. We have a huge re-engage there. If this Vayne is gonna die, ooh, Zhenyo actually flashes away instead of doing one last auto attack. He deemed it too risky there. Is not able to kill the Vayne, but he is able to escape. And in the end, the Corki dies as well. So it is a 2-for-0 trade for one team. One team definitely completely turning this series around so far. I am very glad to see that. That is very exciting, because this is complete, like, it's so different from the last 3 games where they were just taking L's after L's. You can see this Ziggs ult doesn't do a lot of damage. It is what it is, man. I don't know. It is a low cooldown though, so sometimes you can use it twice in a team fight. I have a video coming up with Soul Stealer Ziggs, which is insane. Very cool. You have like 20-second ult cooldown, 22 I believe, with blue buff. It was really fun. You should check that out. It's gonna come probably in 2 days or something. But yeah, actually pre-buffed Ziggs, but still very fun to watch. The buff being, of course, the ult has a bigger AoE, but also his tower pushing got nerfed, which is very well deserved. Because they, as you can see, they're abusing it in esports. Time and time again, they're just abusing it all day. In esports, man. The Ziggs is a top tier pick in esports because of that tower pushing. Because of that little satchel charge, finishing the towers instantly. But yeah, what is going on, bro? Okay. Internet, hey, you gotta chill out. It's honestly holding up well that it didn't lag at all so far. Am I still on 1080p? Sometimes it changes. Let's just click to make sure. Sometimes it changes the P's, you know? The PPs. Really funny, man, shurkou. Jesus Christ, guys, why are you watching this garbage content? It is what it is. Let me see. That Ziggs is going always for the same build. He went for the Infinity Orb second and is gonna complete that Rabadon's death cap very, very soon. He is actually 200 gold ahead now of the Corki. Like, these gold values are honestly looking pretty good for one team, but if you're looking at almost 50,000 gold totals, a 2,000 gold advantage like one team has accumulated so far is not going to make a difference at all. Okay, usually you want to look at gold advantages in terms of percentages. So a 2,000 gold advantage when both teams are at 10k gold, which means it's a, you know, or 8k to 10k, which is roughly like a 25% advantage compared to the 8k, right? Quick maths, 1/4 added. That's big, that's huge. Roughly, usually you want to think of gold advantages in 10%. Like, if you have 10% gold advantage, you're looking at a decent, at a seizable lead. However, you always have to keep in mind the late game, the power spikes. And if you look at the power spikes, we have a huge power spike for Vayne. She finally went for that Infinity Edge as a third item this time. That was my critique for Flash Wolf's Demon here on his previous Vayne game. But yeah, seems like Flash Wolves just are going to low-key coin flip this Baron. It is at half HP. They have to disengage it, but is just one going to take over? Look, they can just do the Baron now. They can just let the other two die. No, they decide not to. They decide the enemies, our team is tanky enough, these two that got called out, and they just want to flip the team fight on the head, and they're able to so far. they get 2 kills for 0, and it's gonna be more because this Alistar is chasing. This Lee Sin is gonna lose his. No, he does not lose his GA, but the Braum ends up dropping in the end, and now this is gonna be a very free Baron for One, and it seems like One is gonna be able to get control of this game. Finally, it was very even for the past couple minutes, but now they are in a very, very nice lead because they have a really good sieging team composition, because you always have that constant threat of getting Dove. They can... Flash Wolves has to back away from all tier 2 towers. One Esports will go back now, and they can just gobble up all these tier 2 towers. They can just push all the lanes at the same time and just position the Ziggs from one tower to the next and just push them down simultaneously, because you have the threat of Alistar popping his ult, diving these towers, Malphite following up with his ultimate, and Flash Wolves would just drop. They would just drop like flies. The Ziggs has huge range on his ultimate to follow up with damage, and yeah, they'll get the dragon first, so they will already have 2 dragons. It's gonna help. The Mountain Drake is gonna help against Corki's poke. But honestly, Corki in Wild Rift is not really that much of a poke champion anyway. You usually... but a huge engagement coming in by Jarvan. He is dropping dangerously low though. I think One is just too strong right now. With his Baron buff as well, giving them some bonus stats, some bonus damage, they will just be able to completely win this fight. It was a nice try, but in the end, I think they just take a fat L. Oh, this Ziggs is taking too much damage. This day is overextension. And you really don't want that, because you need Ziggs to push these towers. Now it's a 2v3, and they might be able to defend, because they have a Braum shield. They have a Braum shield. Yes, it is there. It is there. Vi overextending. Yup. Exactly what I was gonna say. They can defend. Oh my goodness, man. You get hit by the Void Seeker or something? Never mind then. Huge mistake by Corki. Complete overextension. And I think that is gonna be the game. Unless, but the Braum, okay, he's dead. Yeah. That could have been a comeback of a comeback, but nope. Corki overextended, gets hit by, I believe, the Void Seeker or just by too many minions, and ends up dropping. You really have to respect the Cannon Baron minions. And one team is able to get a comeback. It is 3-2 in the series right now. That is unreal, my guys. That is so cool to see. Seems like I will lose my voice completely. The damage numbers, Kai'Sa completely smurfing on that Vayne, but everyone else pretty even. The game was very even too, but you can see the Jarvan usefulness late game is just very low, you know? The Malphite even did more damage. Jarvan is just a utility pick in the late game. It is what it is. That's why I keep telling you, I don't really recommend him for solo queue. You will get ahead early game, especially in the jungle. You will really do well early game, and then you will be useless. Not useless, you get to engage, but your team is gonna be monkeys, you know, playing solo queue, man. You already know, man. You don't match with 4 people. You match with 4 bananas. It's not even the monkey, it's the banana of the monkey placed in front of a phone. That's why they go AFK so often. Anyway, 7 minutes. This is gonna be, yeah, it's a best of 7. This is so good, guys. I didn't think it would be a best of 7. That is so good. That's actually so hype, isn't it? Let's move on straight to the next game here. Oh, they're showing replays, right? What? They didn't show the draft? Are you serious? What is this? Yeah, it's a different game. They didn't show the draft. Are you dumb? Oh, yeah, I went a little bit too... I'm dumb. Apologize. Hey, Icon Series. Taiwan, you're doing a great job. I am sorry. I'm the degenerate. Alright, let me pause this real quick. Move myself into the middle so we can see those picks. And boom, draft starting. Boom, I spoiled it a little bit. My bad. We have exactly the same bans. Flash Wolves, after their L, actually taking blue side again. We are having a little bit of a change though. Flash Wolves took a fat L. They still first pick Corki. They still go for a Lee Sin, but this time they go for the Malphite. One, of course, after the win, they don't have to change anything. They go for a Kai'Sa and the Alistar again. They go for that Ziggs and Vi, and we've already seen it spoiled. I think they will go for a Singed, which is really fun to see. Flash Wolves going for the exact same picks other than that. They liked the rest of their team comp. They just wanted to secure the Malphite, which is very good because the Malphite was so important for these team fights. Very evidently. That's how they get the comeback as well. The Malphite ult, the Vi into the Malphite ult, and that was beautiful, man. That is a very nice little adaptation here by Flash Wolves. Is it going to be enough to win them the game? We'll see. Is this Singed? This Singed is a huge curveball here. Going to be played by one Kid. Kid is actually also one of the Arena of Valor ex-professional players, so that is cool to see. He also played with Shenyo on the same team, I believe. They were also on one Kid. Yeah, he was also on one. Okay, we are already in the game. I'm gonna scoot over to the right top again. And it seems like I really hope one wins this, so we see a grand finale 7th game. That would be so much fun to see. But yeah, the star of this show is of course gonna be that Singed, because we don't really see a Singed often in esports. And seems like after that Malphite pick, he goes for a Singed. I don't think Singed is good against Malphite. I think Malphite can, at least they go even, right? They're both like kind of tanky. They both just go even. Can Singed carry late game? Yes. Can he carry late game against Braum and Vayne? Hell no. I think he is gonna get wrecked against Vayne. The redeeming factor he has is he can put the slime onto Vayne, and believe me guys, I would love to put my slime on Vayne, but I digress. He can put the slime on Vayne, and with that, she can't move. She can't use her dash. And if she can't use her dash, she can also not turn invisible with her ult. So I think that is why they picked it. The Corki also can't dash away. Corki can't use his big Valkyrie. The Braum can't dash away with his W. The Lee Sin cannot do anything with his Q or W. So it's a good pick. You know, it's generally seen as a counter pick against Yasuo and stuff like that. Against Katarina, it's a huge counter pick. People are saying Katarina is broken now. You guys are just dumb. Just pick Singed. Just pick these hard counters, man. And she can't play the game like Braum and stuff. Oh, but they're just gonna win the 2v2. Wow, first blood coming in the 2v2 by this Vayne. She will get dropped as well. She used her flash, but is it worth? I'm not sure. Who got the kill? Who got the kill onto the Vayne? I didn't see it. Pick rate, ban rate, win rate, 86% on Malphite. Ooh, this seems to be the magic ingredient here to make the victorious Powerpuff Girl. It seems like you don't even know what Powerpuff Girls are. But yeah, that was a great show when I was a kid. If I was watching that now, it would probably be weird. Okay? The grown man is watching that. I digress though. Oh man, oh man. Let me check these gold values. Seems like the Ziggs got the kill, which is very nice, you know. But ideally you would have wanted that Kai'Sa to get the kill, because now the bottom lane is lopsided. She didn't get a kill. The Vayne got a kill. Oh my god, huge trap. You have to respect that little bush there. You don't have vision, but that is such nice macro by Alistair, man. He just hides in there. Probably a minute in advance, right? And probably like at least 30 seconds in advance. They let the wave push, and yeah, he just knocks her into the tower. She didn't have flash. Easy kill, man. See? Sometimes, even if you get a kill, if you use a flash for it on a high priority target like a mid laner or a marksman, you will take Elos afterwards, because these summoner skills have such long cooldowns in Wild Rift. 2.5 minutes for a flash. That is not to be scoffed at. And now we have a huge team fight again, though. The Vayne does not back down. She went back, she got the items. I mean, she died. She got some items now. And the Kai'Sa is only sitting at a BF sword. She's sitting at 2 components for her Blade of the Rune King, so she is slightly stronger. And they just go for the 2v2 engagement. And the Alistair has to use his ult. And now, again, what I was trying to say is, why was I saying that Braum also counters Singed? The Vayne is obvious, right? She kills him fast. He's a tank. She kills him fast, right? And if he doesn't have his slime ready, she can kite him. But why does the Braum also counter him? Well, Singed is a champion that needs to run fast. And if you place that fissure onto him, that ice fissure or glacial fissure, I think it's what it's called, the Braum ultimate, then he's just slowed down. He's on this track where he's just slowed down and he can't move, and it's really annoying. Guess what? Corki has the same thing, even stronger with his empowered Valkyrie, with his packaged up Valkyrie. So this Singed is not gonna have a fun time. That is what I'm trying to say here. And it seems like the Infernal Dragon is gonna be secured by Flash Wolves. Beautiful. They are not. They are able to force away one, and they are just gonna re-engage now with the package of Corki with the Malphite ult. Already the Malphite pick paying off so much, man. Such a broken champion, honestly. People ask me, what do you want to see nerfed in Wild Rift? And I would usually say, this patch is pretty good. Orianna. Just Orianna is really broken. But everything else is pretty good, you know. Maybe you can slap some nerfs onto Corki. Akali for sure is really OP as well. You should nerf her. But other than that, meh, you know, nothing really too annoying. Well, let me correct myself, because Malphite is definitely above all of these. I think Malphite is... Akali is at least hard to play. Orianna is kind of difficult to play, has no escapes. You can just bully her with assassins like Diana and stuff come mid-game. But the Malphite, no counterplay. He's just so broken. He wins almost every... He doesn't win almost every lane, okay, in the Baron lane. But he can go even. He doesn't lose any lane. He can last hit if worst comes worst. He just goes full tank against the enemy. So he can just face tank most of the time and clear the wave. But if worst comes worst, he can last it with Q if he gets poked out early game. And he has the best teamfights out of every Baron laner. By far. He is so strong, man. That ultimate is... I mean, it's one of the most... the strongest ultimates in League of Legends in general. And there's... I mean, we have like 50 champions now, 55. League of Legends has like 150 or something stupid like that. So, yeah. Ooh, what a good... Look at these macro gameplays with these bushes, man. They just keep bullying this Vayne. She wasn't even overextended there, but the Vi was just hiding in that bush ahead of time. But huge turnaround by Flash Wolves, man. The Braum, before dying, is able to heal back up there on the Grapefruit, and instead they get 3 kills. So one team had a huge, good plan there, but 3 kills going over instead to Flash Wolves. They just outplayed mechanically under the tower, and that is absolutely insane, guys. That is crazy, man. I did not expect that to happen, but the Braum was able to sustain back up. And look at this, we get to look at it again. Beautiful catch there by the Vi onto that Vayne, but the Vayne is able to flash away, sustain back up. She is under the tower, she is safe. The Braum pops the plant, saves himself while burning down to Liandry's and the red buff. And yeah, beautiful gameplay, man. Liandry's, by the way, first on Singed again. So many Liandry's first, even after that 20 AP nerf. Still Liandry's first on all of these mages, man. I honestly don't think it's that broken anymore. I don't know, but it is what it is. It's a good poking tool. It's a good tool for long fights, which in esports you generally see more of. In solo queue, you see someone just running it down, you know, inting, and the team fight just blows up, and you just one-shot the enemies, you know, after one of them makes a mistake, and the team fight is over, you know? So unless you're playing something like an Akali, which explicitly has the team fight set up to be longer with her ultimate, or yeah, I don't know, something like an Orianna, which really spams her Q for a prolonged time, I don't think you should go for it that early anymore, especially on Ziggs. On Singed, you can argue, because he's also longer in these team fights, but at the end of the day, first item after that nerf is very expensive. I'm not too big of a fan, but you can form your own opinion after trying, of course. With that being said, we have a 5,000 gold lead on Flash Wolves. We have a Infernal Dragon on them as well. The Ocean Dragon is spawning, and yeah, we'll see. We have a nice little trap again. They don't see them. They don't see this Alistair and Vi. Are they going to be able to catch somebody out? I don't think so. The carries are already on the dragon. I don't think they can engage this. It's too late. Yeah, you have to back out. Otherwise, you will get engaged by Malphite. That was very close. They were almost in range. Now, what can one team do here to come back? Because let's be real, it is a very, very dire situation for them. It is a 6,000 gold deficit almost. Okay, 5,000. 5,000 gold deficit for them at 9 minutes already. And remember what I said last game about the percentages? Well, this is quite a big percentage here, okay? Am I going to do the quick maths? 15%, 16.6%, something like that. Advantage here, right? Yeah, 16.6%, right? Something like that. It is, yeah, big, right? It is very big. Also, you have just great team fights. You have the double marksman composition. You have a Singed late game on one side. I think Singed late game is pretty nasty. Should not be underestimated. So we might see something popping off, you know, with him there in that Baron lane or in that side lane split pushing. But honestly, looking pretty dire here for one. Now, the redeeming factor they have is Ziggs has absolutely insane wave clear, right? So he's going to be able to stall out the game for a long time. But what are you stalling it out for? You're stalling it out for Vayne to get to 6 items and just blow you out even harder. That is my issue here. I think they need to catch out Vayne. You can always catch people out, especially with a Vayne ult, with an Alistar follow-up, with a flash into melee range by Singed and then flicking her into his team, and she is 100% dead at that point. But she will at some point get a Zhonya's, she will at some point maybe even get a GA as a last item, and at that point, what are you going to do? You're not going to do much. You are not going to do much, man. I'm telling you, you have 3 tanky units against a Vayne late game, and she's ahead already in the mid game. That is not going to be fun. I feel like we will see this series coming to an end, but I would like to be wrong. I would very much so like to be wrong. We have Corki and Lee Sin pushing down that top lane tower, being matched by Kai'Sa and Alistar. They will be able to clear this wave. Although that Corki is really ahead. Look at this, 9.5 thousand gold, by far the most in the entire game. Most gold on the enemy side is 8,000 by Kai'Sa, which is absolutely insane. By the way, this is past the Xayah buff, right? This is the Xayah buffed patch. We are not seeing Xayah at all. I'm also not seeing Xayah a lot in solo queue. I think she's great, but apparently not. We have huge engage onto the Alistar. Maybe they can turn it around though, because it's very dangerous. Yeah, see? It's very dangerous to use so many ults onto Alistar. Ulted up as well. Oh, beautiful. There's the flash by the Singed. The Kai'Sa dodges with the flash as well from the Lee Sin, but she still dies. She's not able to finish up the Corki. And the Ziggs turns golden. Very well played. And now the Singed is just chasing. Yeah, this Singed is going crazy. Ooh, beautiful. No, look how much he heals. What was that? I think he has a Spirit Visage. He has a Spirit Visage. I just spat on my laptop. Man, he has a Spirit Visage. It has to be, right? He healed half HP. Yeah, he's sitting at a Spirit Visage. That Malphite. Wow, that was a crazy fight though. That was exactly what I'm talking about. You can't use so many ultimates, so many engage tools onto an Alistar. Yeah, you killed him, but your Vayne died. She completely overextended. That's a huge throw. You can see the gold shifting immediately. Not really, man. It's 8,000. Guys, I'm trying to talk this nicely, but at the end of the day, Wild Rift is so snowbally. Okay? The snowball is too insane on Wild Rift. You cannot deal with... You just cannot deal with the enemies that get ahead most of the time. So, like, one kind of won that fight because Flash Wolves committed a huge blunder. The Vayne was melee range in tower. Like, what are you doing, right? And they're still 8,000 gold ahead. Is Vi going to be able to steal that dragon? Nope, they let it go. Triple dragon for Flash Wolves. Now, that is very dangerous. However, huge team fight by that Alistar knocking up 3 people. And even that is not enough. The Kai'Sa inted. She went a little bit too far. She tried to kill the backline. But if she had like 1,000 gold more, 2,000 gold more, if she was even, she would have won the last fight and this fight. But she just doesn't have enough damage to, she doesn't have enough damage to come back with that. Or to finish them off in the backline. And that just means you get blasted. You get blown out, you get one-shot. And Flash Wolves win the fight, get the Baruni buff, and they are going to go back and they're going to set up for the last push right now. They have Triple Dragon, they have a Baron. We can see that team fight again. Look at this Alistar knock up very soon. Look at this. Boom. 2 people knocked up. Boom. Someone else knocked up actually again. That was crazy. Was it I don't even know who knocked them up, but you can see the Kai'Sa going a little bit too deep there. it almost worked, man. Even in the last team fight, it almost worked. She almost got some shutdowns as well. It is very unlucky. Yeah, well played, but the wallet difference is too big. They're too far behind. Not much they can do. All right. Let's see, is Flash Wolves gonna end this, or are they gonna make a huge blunder? Because they really need to, if you are hoping, like I am, for one team to win this game, because I want to see Game 7. But I don't think we will. It is very unfortunate, but I don't think we will. I really don't think we will see Game 7. Oh, the singed, but the flash by Vayne instantly, and now he's stunned by the Braum passive. That's exactly what I was talking about. He tried his best to engage. Oh my god, the knockbacks onto the Malphite were insane though, but I think they got poked too hard. The Ziggs is maybe going to be able to defend, but it's burned up minions. It is really difficult. It is very, very difficult. I don't think they will be able to. At least not these tier 2 towers. The last one is going to drop surely here. They're actually backing out. Flash Wolves actually backing out. I think their Baron buff is going to expire very soon. I think they should have tried to push that. I don't think it's too greedy, but maybe it is. You saw the Singe committed a flash, committed his righteous glory, and he still wasn't able to get onto the Vayne. She flashed earlier, he put the slime on her, but he got stunned by the Braum passive. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I said at the start of this game. It's really difficult to play Singed against them here. That is almost impossible, man. Very well done by the Flash Wolves duo lane, able to divert or stop the Singed engage. If he was able to kick the Vayne, she's dead, man. She's dead. If he throws her over his shoulder, she is dead, my guys. Singe getting caught a little bit. Oh, huge engage onto the Vayne. Huge mistake. She's golden though. Zhonya's used. She gets healed back up by the redemption, by the summoner heal, and she's able to flash away and completely wipe the team fight. Gets a double kill. The Corki diving so deep, has to retreat though in the end. 2 people still alive. I don't think this is game over yet because again, Flash Wolves doesn't have the Baron buff anymore. And look how fast Ziggs clears these minions. Oh my god, she's gonna die. Oh my goodness, man. This Vayne, way too overextended. Whew, Jesus Christ. This is pretty exciting. You see, one is team fighting incredibly well. This is so nice. This is so nice. Yes, I am live, but the match isn't live. I'm not allowed to cast live matches. This is the official cast only that is allowed. I am allowed to yoink all the content afterwards. Yeah, I'm not allowed to do these live or to spectate these things live. I'm only allowed to yoink the content after it has already been old a little bit, okay? But I am allowed to do it live after it's old, you know? So yeah, we will never do these live unless Riot tells me to, which they might, you know. I'm honestly smurfing a little bit with these, man. Let's be real. This is pretty entertaining, you know. We have those waifu feet jokes. Who else has those? Ooh, nice little trap. Ooh, that Malphite ult, and I think that is already game over because even if they are able to disengage in the end, the Malphite ult, full tank Malphite, hey, everyone is at half HP after that ult. That is a balanced champion if I've ever seen one. I really hope we see a nerf because again, as I'm saying, I think Malphite is just as broken as Akali and Orianna and everything, but he is very, very, very easy to play. Very easy to play. Championship going over to the Flash Wolves. Extremely well played. They're there with the sleek haircuts, man. I'm loving it, man. Honestly, I'm thinking about cutting my hair because it is so annoying to deal with. You shower and it doesn't dry for like 3 hours. Jesus Christ, man. And yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I digress. Let's see here. The damage numbers are pretty insane. Ziggs, long range poke mage, you know, out damaging everybody in the end. Very well done. Even on a losing side, but it is what it is, man. They just lost the macro. They lost the engages as well late game. Who gets the MVP? I would say it's gonna go over to Flash Wolves mid laner, right? Right? 4-2, man. That was actually sick. 6 games. Yeah, look, Flash Wolves win the later. Match 2, match 3, match 4, and match 6. He got all those good stats, man. Look at this. Kill participation, always at least 70%, 80%, 90, 100% in game 3. Absolutely insane, man. Of course, he took some fat L's in the losses, but very well played, man. Good job, Bruce. The Bruceinator, man. Do you see his face? Do I have to? Oh, I have to hide. So you can see Bruce's face. Boom, look at him. The Bruceinator bruising it up. Look at him, man. He destroyed you, man. You gotta watch out. Very well played. Very well played. And we exactly hit 2 hours on this live stream. I'm so happy because I can go now. I can go do my cardio and eat. Because honestly, guys, if we do another best of 5 now, we will be donezo. It is not worth. It is too much. It is too much content in one, guys. It is too much. I'm telling you, it will be disgusting. I will be dead. I will be dead. You know? I'm gonna call it a day right now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Are they gonna do anything here, like a winning ceremony? No, they're just showing some thanks for watching. Okay, yep, that is exactly where I'm gonna leave you guys as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, the Wild Rift servers were buggy. I couldn't find games. I hope it's gonna be fixed for the evening. If not, we will do another best of 5. Okay? Yo, Gapco, thank you for the membership, man. Welcome to Shurkou, buddy. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And yeah, as always, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I will always, whenever the servers are buggy or something, maybe I'll do these more often in general. Maybe like once a week we'll do an esports stream because it is cool, you know? It's definitely cool. And yeah, with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching. And we will see each other in the evening again. Okay? We'll see each other in the evening, hopefully, if nothing is bugged. With that being said,